Today it's a very important topic, radio interface structure. So please pay attention. This is going to be very crucial in your RF carrier. So we'll be going straight away to the EPS bearer that is right here above the PDCP layer. Then after PDCP and above the RLC radio link control, we are having ultra radio bearers. Above the MAC layer and below the RLC, this area. This is I am explaining for you to understand how does these things work, like the channels and the bearers. So the logical channels come into account between RLC to MAC. From RLC to MAC we map the logical channels. Then above the physical channel there are transport channels. Below MAC and above the physical layer, above the below the MAC and above the physical layer, correct. And after physical layer, these are physical channels between node B and UE. So let's go one by one. This is basically the user plane description, how the user plane works, like how we receive the information. So I've just taken the example of one user. So in the PDCP layer, we do this header compression and ciphering stuff. Then in the RLC layer, we do the concatenation of the data, the segmentation of the data, and the automatic repeat request. That is the function of RLC layer. Moving forward, MAC, it's really important. The medium access control and the MAC scheduler. I think most of the functions are controlled by the MAC scheduler of the eNode B. So this is very important. But overall we will go first, then I will explain the MAC scheduler differently. Here we do basically the multiplexing of the channels, logical to transport, and the hybrid ARQ is used. Then in the physical layer, we do the coding, modulation, and the antenna and resource mapping. In the other end, like in the UE, when this is the transmitting end. So PDCP, RLC, MAC, physical layer, then we transmit. These are the antennas. I have not drawn a great picture, but for your understanding it is okay. So in the eNode B, this is the transmitting antenna. In the physical channels, this is the receiving end UE. This is the UE antenna. So here we do antenna and resource demapping. Like we collect, if MIMO is there, we collect the information from all the ports. If we have MIMO in UE, then we do the demapping. Then we do demodulation here, then decoding in the physical layer. Then the MAC layer, we do hybrid automatic repeat request. If any data is received with errors, we can receive it again error free. Then the MAC demultiplexing happens in the MAC layer. Then in the RLC, we do the deordering because we have done the segmentation and concatenation here. So we do the reordering of the data and we assemble the data to get the correct and the right information. We are having ARQ into picture, so we do this automatic repeat request also in the RLC layer, and then we do the deciphering and header decompression, and we receive the data here. So this is the overall picture. Let's come to MAC scheduler, which is very important. What will function it does actually? So it do the payload selection. It handles like the user priority, like which resource block to be mapped to which user and this stuff. Then we do the retransmission control in the MAC layer. We do transport block rate matching before, during the coding part in the physical layer. We do the modulation scheme, what modulation scheme to be used in the transmission. Finally, we do, if MIMO is there, like 2x2 or 4x2, so we do the antenna and resource assignment. Like in that resource block, we are putting like wattle items in port 1, port 2, port 3 and port 4, and how we do the resource assignment also, like how many resource block to the user, and in that resource block how we put the different kind of data and control signaling. So this is all about the MAC scheduler. We will go in a different session, taking an example and a case study, how we transmit any particular data and how we receive it exactly, and what will happens in each of this step, how we do the header compression and ciphering, how we do concatenation of that data. So I'll give you one example, then I'll show you how we do concatenate and segment, and how we do the multiplexing of channels, then how we do coding, and how we choose the modulation technique, and how we transmit the data if MIMO is we are having MIMO 2x2 or 4x4 MIMO is used. Then we do resource mapping and the reverse part. So this is the overall picture of radio interface structure in the user plane. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching.